All right. As you're standing there, just coming into your body, feeling your feet on the floor, feeling the earth underneath you, the sky above you somewhere. And let me just set this thing up a little further. I think we're just going to do coherent breathing to start, which means we're breathing in and out at the same rate. And think of your breath going all the way down into your belly, but we'll do it with movement. So I will be standing in 1 second. Just finish setting up the stream, which is already set up and playing. However, here we go. Okay. Uh, so we're going to do it with movement. So standing up, and yeah, I'm on my crapo camera, which may come in and out today. So joys, technology, inhale, open, lift, just slow, reach up to the ceiling, stretch, and then exhale, slow descent. I will start counting in a second, but let's do a couple without any count. Inhale, open, reach it out and up, and exhale, taking it down. And again, inhale, lengthening, opening, extending spaciousness in your body, and exhale, soften, returning down to the ground. So really think in these breaths, I'll start counting in the next one. Think that as we go up, we're lightening up, and as we come down, we're grounding our energy. We just had this solar eclipse, which supposedly is supposed to be this big time of change, etc. But well, so we need to ground ourselves. We need to come down to the earth. So think of opening up to the heavens, coming back down to earth, opening up to inspiration, grounding your energy. Here we go. In 6, you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Little arch to the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And soften. 2, 3, 4. You can round and curl a little here. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Soften, round. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3. I'm going to change it. 4, 5, 6. You're going to inhale, open to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, coming back to front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it down. Come back to front. 3, 4, 5, 6. Spiral one way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're developing a coordination there, right? Welcome to choreography, moving to a count and balancing it out so that you take up all the space of that count. Let's just spiral, twisting and looking around behind you. I am weight shifting on this, but you don't have to. Make this spiral work for you. I'm probably going to do a whole bunch of ways of spiraling. Look all the way behind you. See what's back there. Then I'm going to just stay in center. And then I'm going to shift away onto the back foot and flex the front foot. Oh, and the sun is coming out. It is brightening up outside. Kind of cloudy this morning. I thought it was going to rain. Good. And then come in. We're going to do a little bit of calf and ankle work. So coming on to your feet right underneath your hips, you're going to bend your knees over your toes and then press up. So it's plie, bend your knees, straighten, tippy toes, and lower. Trying to keep that angle through your hips, through your knees, down through your ankles in one long line. So we're not popping our ankles out or in, we're right up the middle. Bend, straighten, extend, lower. Bend, straighten, feel your head going to the ceiling. If you're looking down at your screen, just look straight out in front of you. Bend, straighten, press up, down, bend, straighten, push, lower, bend, straighten, push, lower, bend, straighten, push, lower, bend, straighten, push, and stay up there. See if you can get your balance. Try taking your arms out and up. See if you can keep the balance. Try not to let them go behind you. Bring your arms back down and bend your knees. We're going to do that one more time. Now you know what it is. Coming up, maybe two more times. Reaching your arms out, reaching for the ceiling, bringing them back down. Lower your heels, bend your knees, and third and final time, press it up. See if you can find it in movement. And release and come down. And let's just do a balance exercise. So you're going to pick up one leg, reach it out to the front, bring it in. Oop, I'm too close to the door. Reach it to the back, bring it in to the front, in to the back. Doesn't have to be high, to the front, in to the back. You can hold on to something if you need to. And so if balancing is too much, use the wall, use a chair, hold on to something. And strengthening up your standing leg. So the working leg is doing something and it may be challenging, but it's really the standing leg that we're probably is having the more work. And then we're going to change it to the other side. Reaching forward, take it back. Take it forward, take it back. Take it forward, take it back. Forward and back. Forward. So usually probably people have one stronger side, one weaker side. On this side, this is a piece of cake. On the other side, it is much more challenging for me. Last one. Then we're going to change it. You're going to open out to the side, cross it over. I'm touching down. Open to the side, cross it over. Out to the side, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross to the back, cross to the back, open, cross to the back, open, cross. You'll feel maybe your standing hip getting a little bit of work, little intrinsic muscles in there doing some stuff. We're going to switch it to the other side. Open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open. I'm trying to do about 5 or 6 to each front and back. Changing it to the back, cross back, open, cross back, open, back, open, back, open. If you have a tendency to sort of lean into one hip when you're standing, you're probably going to have one side that's better. Like a lot of people stand like this, and then they might not do it very often on the other side. So we want to kind of find out what's going on and balance those muscles out a little bit. Circles with your pelvis. Circle around. If you haven't seen the 80s movie Perfect with Jamie Lee Curtis and John Travolta, you might want to see it. It's hilarious. So, I mean, you need to see the whole movie. You need to see the workout scene. Maybe you don't need to see it, but I haven't laughed so hard in a long time. Change direction. Just because we're doing the pelvis stuff, it's really hilarious. It's very 80s. Good. Let's bring it in. Open up to an X, contralateral movement, cross body, elbow to knee. Touch, 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 touch. Reach. Try to feel the other diagonal of your body really reaching out and make a big weight shift on this. Changing to the back. Okay, we're going to challenge you. Back and front. Back and front. Back and front. Back and front. More balance. Other side. Back and front. Back and front. Back and front. Back and front. One extra one on this side. Back and front. And relax. Circle your shoulders. Big circle. Yeah, this is all ankle rehab because I've been having ankle and calf and foot stuff going on my left side. So I'm like, okay, got to work those muscles, strengthen it up, change direction up and over, working for balance, working for rebound, right? See, we're getting this rebound in our body down to the floor and up so that your tissue gets springy, hydrated, vibrant, organized fascia, muscle fiber, and fluids in your body. So from there, we're just going to do just a little bounce and jump, shake it out. If it's too much to jump, just bounce. You'll still get a little bit of resilience for the bones. But if you can, give it a real jump. Spring, rebound. See if you can find that in your body. Shake it out, shake it out. If it's too much, stop. If you can find that bouncy resilience like you're on a trampoline, great. Trampoline's great for the tissue, but it's not as much for the bones, right? Because we kind of need actually the hardness of the earth to land to give our bones that bone density work. All right, let's take it down. We want to do all the things sometimes, none of the things all the time. Let's take it down. Variety in our movement. Feel your breath. Land on the floor. Connect to the gravitational pull of the earth. Just letting your body receive the earth energy underneath you and letting the earth receive your body. So you're not pulled up away from it, you're melting into it. And let's go with rolling really gently onto one side and then to the other side, back and forth. Letting your head and neck relax, letting your shoulders relax. Think of pouring yourself like water from side to side, pouring your body of water from side to side. Really relaxed and easy, letting the weight of your body drop into the floor, melting, letting go, softening, softening your neck and shoulders, soften your jaw. Breathe. Letting this massage out your hips and lower back. Let's take it so it's a spiral, lower legs going one way, head going the other way. If you want, you can take your arms in the opposite direction so you're really getting a twist. Spiraling, twisting. And then come in and let's warm up our back a little bit more. Let's go with arms and back together. So you're going to inhale up and exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, lift, exhale, take it down. Inhale, press, exhale, lower, inhale, push the floor away, exhale, down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower, inhale, up, exhale. Keep your hands down, lift your pelvis up, circles with your hips. Warming up your back more, mobilizing your spine, mobilizing your gut body, mobilizing your nervous system. It's all in there. Change direction. We don't often think of the whole completeness, or many people don't. We're not trained to think of the wholeness pattern of our body, that like all of this stuff is intricately woven. It is one whole body working together. Good. And then roll it down. So when we work with that coherent breathing, or even when we're inhaling up, exhaling down in the same tempo, there's a coherence in that. meaning our body is working in harmony with itself. Let's do this. You're going to take one leg in, one leg out. Just knee into your chest, other leg is reaching out, and then switch. Other side, bringing it in, lengthening out, bringing it in, stretching through your leg, little stretch in your back, maybe your upper back, reaching long. Let's go to the bottom, flex and point, bring it in, reach it out, flex, point, bring it in, reach, flex, point, in, reach, flex, point. And if your neck gets tired, just return your head to the floor, in, reach, flex, point, in, reach, flex, point, in, reach, flex, point. Drop it down, turn your head from side to side, release your tail, let your tail wag also, and then we're going to make circles with our legs. Lubricating up the femur head and the hip socket. It should already be lubricated, but you might be getting more of an inner thigh stretch. So it's going to change when the movement changes. The whole, like, different things happen. Change direction with the circles if you haven't already. And then you're going to open your legs out to the sides, circle your feet, change direction. And let's go back to that roll. You're going to fold in to the side, roll onto your back, unfold, open it up, and fold it onto the other side. Working for coherence in your movement so that the elbow and knee are unfolding and folding at the same time. You're rolling from side to side in a very flowy, fluid way. So not so it's super like bound up and controlled because you're holding more tension, but you're letting yourself move kind of easily from side to side, just unfolding easily, folding back in easily. Body using the minimum amount of effort to do the work. Creating agility and coordination by moving this way. And then we're going to add to it. You're going to open up, fold it onto your side, push the floor away, come up to sitting, and take it back down. I'm going to put my hand down. I'm going to slide my arm under, and then I roll open, fold it in, press it up. Bottom hand slides through to help me come down. Top hand is working. Open, fold it in, bring it up, and take it down. Open, fold it in. Hydrating tissue, getting accustomed to working with gravity, right? I can open, close, support myself. Oops, forgot the open part. As I'm rolling down, opening up, folding it in, and coming up. Again, working for like a nice flow that feels okay in your body. So we're really mobilizing, working with this little pattern. Last one. Good. And let's stay seated. So coming up into a seated cross-legged position, we're going to do the port de bras movement of the arms around our body, taking it to the side, down over your knee, to the front, changing arms to the other side stretch, open it up. Side stretch, circling forward, all the way around, and open it up. Sideways, forward, to the other side, and open, side stretch. Lengthening through your spine, other side, and open. If you need to go slower, you can always go slower or faster, whatever's working for you. Change legs. Non-dominant leg comes in front. We're going to just change the exercise slightly. You're going to take it to the side. You're going to curl forward or curl your spine, but stay sideways, and then arch. Exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale toward the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale down. Inhale. Open. Take it to the side. Sweep it forward. Both hands in front. Hang out there. Let your head drop down. Breathe into your body. Melting on the exhale. And then roll it up through your spine. Open it out. Take it to the other side. Exhale. Curling. Inhale. Arch and open. Exhale. Inhale. Think of elongating your spine even as you arch and curl. So even the bottom side isn't collapsed. It's still lengthening out. But there's a kind of springiness in the movement. Exhale. Inhale, springiness and in your tissue. And open. Heart and lungs getting some movement. Last one. Take it deep to the side. Walk it forward. Hang out there. Let your hips and back release, maybe a little sidewinder snaking of your spine, rippling from side to side, giving those discs and vertebra a chance to readjust into a configuration that is truly supportive of your body. And then come in and roll it up. Supportive and spacious, right? A lot of times when we get older, our vertebrae start to kind of narrow in. Like if this is your vertebrae, it starts to narrow in a little bit, squeezing your spinal cord. If we keep moving, we're going to help reduce that closing. When we stay rigid, we're giving our body an opportunity to become more rigid. So we want to have fluidity in our body. So let's just work with mobilizing your upper body, a little bit of flow. I'm going to show you something because I have one in the other room. And if you're squeamish about bones and anatomy, maybe you don't want to see this, but I feel like it's helpful. And this is actually a deer, and this is a vertebra. So there's a hole right through the middle. That's where your spinal cord is going, through that hole. Here's one up closer to the head, right? So this is the front and this is the back, right? So this is like this vertebra would help the deer hold up their head, right? See, that's like a counterbalance. So we have that. This is further down their spine. This interlocking, interwoven vertebrae, and between them, right in here, would be a squishy disc. So if we move a little, the disc can readjust itself. But also, we don't want this pathway to narrow. Spinal stenosis, which both my parents have dealt with, and it's not comfortable, right? It's like, oh, squeezing the nerves, not fun. And I know other people who have had it, even people who moved a lot, but we want to just make sure that we're moving our spine. Not, it doesn't have to be huge movement. It could be small micro movement, but that we're moving our spine in a variety of ways so that that calcification doesn't stick on there. Things reabsorb. There's fluid moving through. The system is moving and alive, so it has less chance to become rigid like that. So we're just going to move our spines, move our head-tail connection, little free flow movement. Let's add a theta breath to this. So it's a soft hiss exhale for as long as it feels good, and then breathe in again. If that breath feels uncomfortable, just skip it and breathe naturally. But we'll do it for a few breaths. I've got the itchies on my nose. Don't think bigger is better in this. More fluid is better, more harmonic, more synchronized within yourself so that the movement is really alive, giving the inner body a chance to reabsorb anything that's starting to calcify or crustify. That's the same with the plaque that goes into your veins or your arteries. Is it your arteries more or veins? I think it must be both, but that I'm not sure. So we want that arterial flow moving away from your body, the venous flow returning back to your heart, or arterial flow going out, venous flow coming back in. We want that whole vascular system to have spaciousness. And so when we're moving, we're encouraging this elasticity of that movement. We're encouraging anything that's kind of locking down to release. Especially when we move with more of a sense of free flow and openness, not a locked rigid, must do it like this, Captain Kirk style, but in a much more like open Stevie Nicks style. Just kidding. I don't know. She might have her rigidities too, but she's always dancing and flowing, right? We could say a more childlike flow, or even more a river-like flow, how it flows and moves, right? And our nervous system, our nerves are usually bundled down, traveling through our body, through our fascia, with our vascular system. So the veins and arteries are often the big ones, especially traveling along this pathway with the nerves. So we're moving all of that stuff. We're giving it this little internal toning, taking away tension. And let's flip. Let's move along, flipping over onto hands and knees. Curl your toes under in the back. Take your butt back to your heels. From there, push it up to a downward dog. Bring your weight forward into a plank. Drop your knees. Take your heels back. Push it up. Take it forward. You can roll that forward. Drop your knees. Take it back. Push it up. Roll it forward. Drop your knees. Take it back. Push it up. Roll it forward. Drop your knees. Butt to your heels. Butt to the ceiling. Lift your heels, round your spine, roll it into a plank. Drop your knees. Two more of these. Butt back. Tail to the ceiling. Round and roll it forward. Drop your knees. Last one. Take it back. Butt to the ceiling. Lift and roll and drop your knees. And we're going to come onto our knees. You can leave your toes curled under or not, whatever feels good to you. Coming to sit up. I have found this very helpful for my knees. So it's this exercise of either coming down to your heels with your butt or some journey partway there, or taking it back on the diagonal, coming back up, or both. Down to your heels, up, back in the hinge, and up. Heels, one or the other. If you need more padding under your knees, get it. So what we're doing when we're, especially in the hinge one, is that we're stretching the quad, but we're also working it at the same time. So when we're in those kind of positions, we want to be careful and gentle, but you're giving your body this opportunity to become more resilient, more pliant if you don't push it too far. So working within a range of motion, a capacity that is intelligent for you today. Last one. And we're going to take it forward all the way down onto your mat. Hands next to your chest. Baby cobra. No hands. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Working your back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go up higher. Pressing up. Returning to the ground. Inhale. Open. Exhale down. Inhale. If you feel like it, try to touch your toes to your head. Arch. Opening up that whole front line of your fascia. Coming up. Bend. Straighten. And come down. Or it can all happen at the same time. And then coming down. Bend your knees. Let your legs fall from side to side, massaging out your quads. Releasing your lower back, relax your tail. Think of wagging your dog tail, big or fox tail, big, fluffy, happy dog tail wag. Massaging out the front of your quads, releasing your lower back, releasing your glutes. And then coming back in, hands next to your chest, shoulders connected. We're going to do a little circle with your head. So it's a circling cobra, 3 or 4 in each direction. Only go as high as it feels good. And again, we're moving, we're mobilizing our spine. We are hydrating the tissue. We are encouraging blood flow, right? Using your muscles Working your body, moving your body encourages the flow. If you haven't changed direction, I did 4 in one direction and 4 the other way. Good. And then we're going to push all the way up, round your spine, take it back into a child's pose. Breathe, melt, soften. Release, let go. You can wiggle around or not. Let your head sort of float on top of your spine, even though it's on the floor. Let the connection between the head and the neck be very easy. Jaw relaxed. And then shift your weight back towards your heels and come up. And we're going to come onto our sides in a side forearm plank. So we spend time standing, we spend time on our back, we spend time seated on our front. We also want to make sure that we're getting some side time, which we did a little bit when we were doing that roll from side to side and sit up. But we want to make sure we're getting some strengthening under here. So we're going to come up, your knee and elbow, you're going to arch back into a ball. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Use your breath. Open, close, open, close. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, and take it down. Let's take the bottom knee forward and the top knee back. Side stretch. And again, you can mobilize a little bit in here, opening up, softening down. Breathe into it, feel into it. Don't go where it's too much. Try to stay within a range of intensity that never goes beyond a 6 or a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. And then come up, swing your legs around to the other side. Onto your elbow, pop it up, reach it back, going 1. I'm doing 10. 2, inhale, open, 3, 4, 5. Head, tail, 6, core distal, 7, 8, and it's also body half, 9, 10, and come down. Bottom leg forward, top leg back, side stretch. A little bit of free flow in your movement. In our bodies, there's this constant internal readjustment and dynamic alignment, right? We are always alive and moving as long as we're alive and moving. Even if we were dead, there'd be some of that in our decomposition. But in our aliveness, like there's this constant flow going on through our body. We can clench it and get all on top of it and try and force it. But it's a lot nicer if we can come into some freedom in our flow. So we're not clamping down our body from its vitality. I don't know, fitness has done some great things and some awful things, right? The way that we objectify our bodies, like we are in participation for our entire life with our body. So the more we can come into that experience in harmony with ourselves. So that's what this coherence is about. Like my mind is in agreement with my heart, is in agreement with my gut. And we want to be able to listen to those 3 places, your intelligence, your emotional, and then the gut, the instinct, right? We want all of those things to be on board. And if we were living that way, all of us, there would be no big problems in our planet. We couldn't do to the earth or other people what we are doing to the earth and other people, because we would be in harmony, right? That's my lecture. Circle your pelvis, circle your ribs. But humans like drama, right? A lot of people really thrive on it. We watch movies that are very dramatic. Like that's what we like. So we embody it quite a lot too. But thinking of coming into that resilience where your body is working in harmony with itself. Change direction if you haven't. And then open it out, flex your feet. We'll take it to one side. Turn and face your leg. Come back to the side stretch, long body, open up. Other side, sideways, turn and face your leg. Come back to the side, lengthen, open, side stretch. Keeping the flow of the movement going. Turn and face your leg. Elongate, reach, open up, stretching from the inside to the out, from the outside to the inside stretch. Face your leg. Side stretch. Open up. Side stretch. Face your leg. Side stretch. Open it up. Good. That's enough. We're not doing more. Bring it in. Bend your knees. Yeah, like when people tell you in exercise, here's the workout. You only have to do it for 7 minutes a day. What is that? Our life and our energy is an entire 24 hours, right? Not that we have to be working out 24 hours, but we should be moving fairly regularly. Not the most intense movement, but throughout that 24 hours. Like maybe we're sleeping for 8 hours or 6 or 10 hours, however much you sleep. But when you're not sleeping, we want some fluidity in our body, moving, not sitting too much, which is one reason why drinking water so that you have to go to the bathroom is good for you, right? Other than there's a million other reasons, but we want to, some people don't drink water so they don't have to get up, so they don't have to go to the bathroom, which is that's a way just to become dehydrated and not have the movement. So my mom, who's 84, she swims 3 or 4 times a week. She has a little movement routine, not unlike these ones that she learned from her physical therapist, which she does at least 6 times a week. And she walks almost every day. And like, that's what we need. It's not a one-off thing where, oh, I did my workout this week, or, it's that we have small bits of movement regularly throughout the day. So we're going to end it standing with some movement. Hopefully the camera stays connected. There we go. With just some easy movement, like really small, just gentle flow in your body. Shift your weight to one side, shift it to the other. Doesn't have to look anything like what I'm doing. But like, let's say you're standing in line somewhere, you're at the grocery store waiting to pay or whatever it is. Let your body have some different types of movement that aren't just the walking movement, but where we're shifting side to side. There's some flow in your spine, some movement in your body. Let your body explore the space around you, becoming more familiar with the back space. We can send a ripple through, an undulation, and it could be small enough that people don't really notice it, right? Could be, if they're watching you closely, they might notice. But bringing yourself into different patterns of movement so that you can engage with more free flow in your body, more free flow in your life, where you're not locking it down. What happens when we start to release these holding patterns, this tension? We have more energy, which we don't want to do super fast. We want that energy to come on slowly so that we can handle it, right? When things change a lot, it's a big shock to the nervous system. So we want slow change. Take your time in your body. We don't want to change it all overnight. Good. Let's inhale, opening up in 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bend your knees, take it down to the floor. 2, 3, 4. Let your head release. 6. Coming up with a roll up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dropping down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it up. 2. You should hit the middle by 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. 2, 3, 4. Stay down there. Bend one knee, bend the other. Shake your head. Shake your head no, nod yes. Give your body some free flow. Let it open up, lower back. You can bend your knees more and let your body hang or straighten. Play around with that. And then when you're ready, slowly rolling it up through your spine. Taking one final big breath. Inhale, bring our hands together, coming together in prayer, finding that midline, right? When we come into prayer, we are bringing the two halves of our body together. So there's a lot of like physiological good things to do with that place, right? If you like to pray, pray. It's great, right? But bringing yourself together, coherence, opening it up, coming into midline. Knowing where midline is in your body is a skill worth having. All right. I got some people out there in TV land. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Um, it is over now. Class is done.